happy All-Star break, everybody. Those of you who watch this show on a regular basis know we always like to start off with some memorabilia. Here's a couple of magazine covers. I know some of you guys don't get this, but I do. I love, not anymore I don't, but I used to subscribe to Baseball Digest. Best magazine about baseball ever. Magazines are a little passe, but they're still pretty good. In the early 2000s, they went to a big format for Baseball Digest. Here's a couple of Dodger covers here from the 2014 season. There's Hanley Ramirez. Remember him? Yeah. Hanley kept getting hurt. Well, he used to break his wrist every time we got into the playoffs with that guy. In fact, Joe Kelly busted him up pretty good that one year. All right, so there's one right there. Here's another one. This one's also from 2014. Here's Yasiel Puig. Remember him? Yeah, we all remember Yasiel. Anyway, these are cool. And, of course, Baseball Digest. I mean, during the pandemic, I got to give them some credit because they let everybody in the world look into their digital library for free all that year. That was cool. You could watch 60 years worth of Baseball Digest online. That was very cool. And, of course, I partook in a lot of that. All right, let's get the show started with the 10-count countdown. Got a big show for you today. Happy All-Star break, everybody. We got one more day of freedom and then back to baseball. Yeah. Nobody's playing. Oh, they are? Not yet. Not till tomorrow. Not till tomorrow. Not till tomorrow. Hey, I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. Today's the 18th of July, right smack dab in the middle of our All-Star break. This show was planned for yesterday, so I'm going to have two dates in Dodger history, one for yesterday, one for today, and a belated birthday, happy birthday shout out to somebody pretty soon too. This is the show where we'll show you some memorabilia, play you some home run calls. I got one for you. Check out an injury report. I got a fun one for you today. And we'll do more fun stuff. We'll do shout outs, date Dodger history, some quick hit trivia, and other cool stuff. And once again today, it's all about All-Stars and the Dodgers, and we'll talk more about that in just a second. All right? Okay. Well, in the news, the National League gave it a go, but the American League came up big and won it. Shohei Ohtani became the first Dodger to get multiple RBIs in an All-Star game, pumping out a 3-run home run in, what was that, the 5th inning? I don't know. Let's check that out. Here's Ohtani hitting his home run.
Here's Ohtani. Walked his first time. It's a spin hard. Way back to right field. Soto doesn't even move. Ohtani has homered in the All-Star game. 28 so far in the regular season. And in his second at-bat in the All-Star game, he launches a no-doubt 3-run home run. Well, he is so strong, so tall, and has leverage with that bat in the zone. I believe he gets a split in the middle of the plate and didn't miss it. He hasn't missed many with the Dodgers.
That's true. He has not missed many with the Dodgers. All right. Anyway, American League came back and won it. Another home run, but they won the 94th All-Star game. The victory gave the American League a 48-44 advantage. Well, the record is actually 48-44-2. I guess there were 2 ties somewhere. It was one I know about. But anyway, it must have been 2 ties. And they reestablished their dominance a year after the National League clinched the 2023 game at Seattle to break their 11-year losing drought. That was crazy. Let's check some team stats real fast. Just a few, not many. I don't want to stat you to death. They're going to do that tomorrow. Home runs right now. In the National League, the Dodgers have 129 home runs. What's important about that? Anybody know? Yeah, they're number 1 in home runs in the National League. Come on. Wait a minute. What else are they number 1 in? RBIs. They got 463. Nobody has more than that in the National League. For batting average, they're tied for second with the D-backs and Padres. No, they're tied with the D-backs. 200. Let's see, what is it? They're batting 254. Padres are batting 261. So they're edging out the Dodgers and the D-backs. So those 3 teams, Dodgers, D-backs, and Padres, have the best batting averages in the National League. That's pretty cool. That's why it's going to be a tough go for us. We're not just playing nothing teams here. There's a couple of really good teams in the National League West. People forget that. And as far as pitching W's, Dodgers have 56 pitcher W's, and of course they won. Well, they've got a lot of W's. They won 56 games. That's second behind the Phillies. So we're first or second in all those categories. I like that. Shows we're doing something right. Now, let's do a quick injury report. And let's just call this the coming back from injury report today, shall we? As you may know, we have 14 guys on the IL right now. Now, that's an unofficial record until I hear back from some of the pros I contacted earlier this week. I asked some people high up in baseball, is that a record? Have you ever heard of more than 14 guys on the DL, IL since like 20 years ago? I mean, I've heard of 8 and 10 guys, but 14 at once? That's kind of ridiculous. We may lead the league in that. Anyway, here's the best news I've heard in ages. The Dodgers are going to be returning in action soon. Here's who might be coming back real soon. Right fielder Jason Hayward's been active this week on his road back from a right knee contusion. He should be around for the next action after the break, which means like maybe tomorrow? Hope so. Starting rotation is coming back, believe it or not. They're trending in that direction. Anyway, having Tyler Glasnow back early, possibly as soon as this next homestand, I hope. And Clayton Kershaw not long after that. Kershaw might make one more minor league start. He's made 2 already. He's got maybe one more, and then he's coming back. And on the mender, Joe Kelly, who logged his 4th game on his rehab assignment Thursday this past week. So Dave Roberts said Kelly's looking good, and he's looking at a post-All-Star break activation. That means now. And Roberts also said that Brewster Gratterall made his first appearance of the year on Friday. He threw a scoreless inning for the Arizona Complex Rookie League Dodgers. He could be back in action when action resumes as well tomorrow. So it looks like some of our pitchers are coming back now. Yay, finally. That's just, it's a ridiculous record. 14 guys on the IL. All right, let's do some fun stuff. Whenever I wring my hands like that, it means fun stuff. Do our shout-outs first. First, I have to apologize. This show was meant for yesterday. We didn't do it, so we're doing it today. So we have a belated happy birthday shout-out to our buddy Cheryl C. and Disneyland. Both celebrated yesterday. We won't tell you the ages of both, but we know what one of them is. We're not telling you the other. So happy birthday, Cheryl. And also my buddy Paul D. Happy All-Star break to Paul D. We had a great spread at the All-Star party that he had. So loved it. Thank you, Paul, for having me over. It was great. All right. And who else we got in our shout-outs today? Scott L., Kathy E., Billy G., Maria V., Aaron G., Jennifer C., Roger Yee, and you and me, and Fox Cali, because he is El Zorro. Thank you to everybody for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Tell your friends to watch too. Like us on Facebook and subscribe and hit the button in YouTube. We're always talking Dodgers in here. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday, an all-star break, whatever. We're always talking blue, right? Right. Yeah. All right. What else we got going on in here? Also, if you have mail, and by the way, this is our latest offer, our free offer. Anybody that writes to me at LetsTalkDodgers@gmail.com and just even says hello, all you got to do is write hello. I'll send you any of the above choice here. Either a home run call by your favorite Dodgers in the last 20 years, or your favorite Dodger. I'll send you a picture of them too, or 2 or 3 if you want. So if you write to me at LetsTalkDodgers@gmail.com, it's yours for the asking. That's all I'm saying. You can also write to us here on Facebook, and you can also write to us in YouTube, but you won't get the pictures of the home run calls if you do it that way. But if you write to me at LetsTalkDodgers@gmail.com, we'll give you some free stuff. All right, this date in Dodger history, let's go with yesterday's date first, July 17th, 1976. On that date, yesterday's date in 1976, Walter Alston becomes the 6th skipper in history to win 2,000 games when the Dodgers overcome a 4-run first-inning deficit and beat Chicago at the Ravine 5-4. Yeah. Smokey, as he used to call him, will leave at the end of the season, finishing his 23-year tenure in his only managerial position in the majors with a 2,040 and 1,613 record. That's a 558 record, and that's a Hall of Famer right there, folks. Walter Alston, one of the best. Now, and that was Cheryl's birthday. On this date, July 18th, on today's date, way back there in 1939. It's a good one. And it fits right in because we're playing the Red Sox starting tomorrow. In 1939, on today's date, the Boston Red Sox sent a little-known farmhand named Pee Wee Reese to the Dodgers for, are you sitting down? $35,000 cash, Red Evans, and 3 minor leaguers due to a less than enthusiastic scouting report by player manager Joe Cronin, who deliberately downplayed the prospect's talent to keep his infield job. He didn't want the shortstop Reese on his team. The Louisville Colonels' 21-year-old regular shortstop, a future Hall of Famer, will become a crowd favorite, helping Brooklyn win 7 pennants during his 16 seasons with the team. And I got news for you. He helped the Los Angeles Dodgers, too, because he was here for a year or two and 1 year as coach. So on this date in 39, July 18th, was the date that Boston dealt Pee Wee Reese to the Dodgers. Love it. All right, let's do some stats of the day. Like I said earlier, we don't want to stat you to death on this show. They do that enough on TV. By the way, those 3 RBIs that Ohtani got from that home run you heard a few minutes ago in the All-Star game represents a new record. Yeah, most RBIs in an All-Star game by a Dodger with 3. Wait a minute. It was also the first home run hit by a Dodger in an All-Star game since Mike Piazza did it in 1996. That's about time. Oh, wait a minute. Incidentally, Piazza was the MVP of that All-Star game in Philly that year. Ohtani reached base twice in 3 plate appearances, including a walk in the first inning. He struck out in the 5th inning on a slider, and that followed a 102-mile-an-hour fastball from Oakland closer Mason Miller. Ohtani is the 8th Dodger to record multiple RBIs in an All-Star game, and Ohtani's was the 12th homer hit by a Dodger in an All-Star game. So there's your stats. Who hit the other home runs in All-Star games, you may ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. From oldest to newest. Mickey Owen did it in 1942. Gil Hodges did it in 1951. Jackie Robinson in 52. Jim Gilliam in 59. Johnny Roseboro in 62. Willie Davis in 73. Jimmy Wynn in 1975. Steve Garvey in both 75 and 77 All-Star games. And Mike Piazza did it in 96 and 95 with the Dodgers. And he probably went on again with the Mets and did it once. I don't even know. But those are all the Dodgers that have hit home runs in All-Star games. All right? In case anybody asks you. What other stats have we got for you today? Ohtani's now the only player in All-Star game history with a pitching win and a home run in his career. Remember, he got the win a couple years ago. What did some of the other Dodgers do in All-Star game this week? Well, Teoscar Hernandez won after winning the T-Mobile Home Run Derby, which I have to tell you about in just a second. He started, started NL for the center field for the NL, went 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout, but he did start the game and he won the Home Run Derby. Will Smith earned an infield single in the 6th inning, grounded out in the 8th, and Freddie Freeman grounded out into a double play in the 6th inning, and that's all that really happened. We didn't see anybody else from the team play in that game because there were some IL guys, and I don't even know, was Mookie even there? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into our Jack in the Box. We'll do the Jack in the Box thing next time. We do that every time. So we'll save that for next time. Let's do some quick hit trivia. Speaking of All-Star games, who are the only Dodger teammates to hit back-to-back home runs in an All-Star game? Ooh, did I just mention those guys? I don't know. Let's go back and look. Anybody hit them in the same year? Yeah, I did mention 2 guys. Anybody listening to that? We'll tell you in just a few minutes who were the only Dodger teammates to hit back-to-back home runs in an All-Star game. And I just mentioned them both, too. All right. We'll do that in just a few minutes. Let's see. What else we got going on here? Yeah, let's get you out to the ballpark. Not today, but tomorrow. Now, attention, Cheryl and everybody out of market. There's 3 big games out of market that might be on TV for you, so you better listen up. All right, first of all, Friday, July 19th, that's tomorrow, Nick Pivetta for the Boston Red Sox. He's 4-6 with a 4.18 ERA. He's going up against, well, the Dodgers haven't announced on their website yet or officially, but we think Gavin Stone, or at least ESPN says Gavin Stone is going on Friday. All right. And that game is on Sportsnet LA at 7:10 on Friday. Also, it may be in some markets on MLB Network. All right? Did you hear that, Cheryl? I said MLB Network for tomorrow's game. Meanwhile, Saturday's game, remember all three of these might be on different channels. Saturday's game, you can only find it one place on Big Fox. It's going to be a 4:15 Pacific Coast time start. It's going to be Cutter Crawford for the Red Sox. He's 6-7 with a 3.04 ERA. He might be going up against Robleski. Not sure yet because it's not officially announced by the Dodgers. ESPN was reporting that, so we'll take him at their word until the Dodgers change it. That's on Big Fox, 4:15 Saturday. Got that? And to remind you, we'll lock it in right here. All right? Very nice. Okay. That's Big Fox on Saturday. On Sunday, July 21st, Brian Bello of the Red Sox, 10-5 with a 5.32 ERA, 4:10 start Pacific time against probably James Paxton, hasn't been officially announced. 4:10 start time only on ESPN. We'll remind you again at the end. All right. So you got that? Friday is a set, all different times. 7:10 start. Saturday 4:15 start. Sunday 4:10 start. And it's going to be MLB Network, Big Fox, and ESPN only. Sportsnet LA is doing Friday's game only. That's it. Big Fox and ESPN take over Saturday and Sunday. Everybody get that? Everybody clear? If not, rewind and go listen to that again. We'll give you a reminder at the back end of this show. All right, quick hit trivia answer. A few moments ago, we asked you who are the only Dodger teammates that hit back-to-back home runs in the All-Star game. Anybody get it? It's a real tough one. I mentioned it. Two guys did it in 1975. Didn't tell you they were back-to-back, but they were. Steve Garvey and Jimmy Wynn. And it all came down at Milwaukee County Stadium in the second inning off Oakland left-hander Vida Blue. How about that one? Pretty cool. But you don't remember. It's the only time it's ever happened in an All-Star game. Two homers back-to-back by the Dodgers. Garv and Wynn. Wow. It's wild. All right, don't forget to listen to all those great Dodger and other baseball podcasts. I've said earlier, if you're watching me outside of California and you missed the local interviews, check out Dodger Talk with David Vassay. Just whip out your phone and wherever you get your podcasts and put in Dodger Talk with David Vassay and Tim Cates. And by the way, while we're talking about it, Mookie Betts is still doing his podcast called On Base with Mookie Betts. Check it out where you get your podcasts. And just so anybody doesn't want to fight me for it, I may be up for some, well, I don't know if I'll be up for the big money. I didn't get all the small stuff here. But check this out. MLB sent me a note after the All-Star game, or after the All-Star game and after the Home Run Derby. Now, how many of you out there entered the T-Mobile contest to win $100,000 with the Home Run Derby? I did. Who were my picks? Here they are. They both won. Teoscar Hernandez came in first. Can you see that? It's hard to see off the screen like that. And Bobby Wood Jr. came in second, and that's what my picks were. Now, I didn't get the other stuff. The tiebreakers were very tough, like who was going to hit the most home runs, who was going to hit the furthest home run, how much was the furthest home run. I probably didn't get that. In fact, I was within 10 feet of the furthest home run. I think I said something like 466 or something. It was 476 or whatever it was. But I didn't get that part. But they're going to notify me if they're. I don't believe there was a second or third prize. Only one grand prize of $100,000. So I probably didn't win it. But I must have tied with a lot of guys because they probably didn't win it either. They probably just got the top two guys, or maybe just the first guy. I got the top two. So give me a shout out, pat on the back. Anybody else do that? Let me know in the comments, or let me or write to me and tell me if you entered it or not and how you did. All right. And don't forget, I tend to leave some pretty cool content about the team on our Facebook page when I get a chance to, and little interviews and stuff like that. Keep watching Facebook page. Also, write to me again at LetsTalkDodgers@gmail.com. I'll send you a Dodger home run call of your choice, a Dodger picture of your choice, whatever you want. Thanks for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Don't forget to subscribe in YouTube and in Facebook here, and we'll see you next time, probably at the end of the Boston series after the weekend. But don't forget, Dodgers on national TV almost all weekend, wherever you are. So check it out. And meanwhile, Sunday's game is on ESPN. I'll see you next time, everybody. Take it easy. All right. Hope you had a good All-Star break. Sorry the NL couldn't win. I was a little disappointed. don't forget Saturday's game is going to be on Big Fox, right? All right, we'll see you next time after the next series.